Hello everyone, it's me, Mitch. Today, we are back with our list of best upcoming games of 2022. There are many great titles lined up for this year, even many which did not release in 2021 as planned and pushed to 2022. We will take a look on upcoming games which are almost 99% confirmed for this year. In no specific order, let's start with our first title. First on our list, Elden Ring. This is the new, very hyped dark fantasy action RPG from Software. Basically, you can say it is Dark Souls in open world. The long-awaited Elden Ring is an ambitious open world take on the Dark Souls formula of challenging but rewarding action RPGs that the studio is now famous for. Finally arriving in February 2022, players will explore the lands between a vast medieval world inhabited by giant dragons, deadly warriors, and demigods. As the protagonist, they'll embark on a quest to restore this broken land and become its new Elden Lord. After a brief taste of the game in beta from November, players will have a lot more to explore when the game actually releases. Elden Ring is going to launch, of course, on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. Like many, we are also very excited for this game as it looks visually stunning. All parts of its open world urges the players for exploration, while the hundreds of bosses and mini-bosses kick your ass over and over again. Next, Lord of the Rings, GOLLUM. It is a new, upcoming stealth adventure, story-driven game based on the Lord of the Rings fantasy world. Of course, the Lord of the Rings needs no introduction. If you don't know what it is, just kill yourself, or go watch it immediately. You take on a perilous journey as Gollum, chasing the only thing that is precious to him, and you already know what that is. Gollum is skillful and cunning, but also torn by his split personality. One mind, two egos, and you get to decide. A far cry from the last few Lord of the Rings games, GOLLUM is a more stealth-based game that tells the story of one of the Lord of the Rings' most ardent admirers and tragic victims. The game will follow recognizable and important series moments, but from Gollum's perspective. The game is set to release sometime in 2022 for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and Steam, as well as Windows. Next, FORSPOKEN. It's a completely new exploration and parkour-based RPG developed by former Final Fantasy XV developers and written by a quartet of Western creators. FORSPOKEN follows the journey of Frey, a young New Yorker transported to the beautiful and cruel land of Athia in search of a way home. Frey must use her newfound magical abilities to traverse sprawling landscapes and battle monstrous creatures. FORSPOKEN showcases a desolated fantasy world where magical spells and a sentient bracelet help the protagonist in her battle against an evil force known as the Break. It is a classic fish-out-of-water story. Heroine is magically whisked away to the fantasy world, where she's not only capable, but she's incredibly powerful. Remember Isekai? Frey will use magical spells to battle mutated creatures and traverse a vast open world, using magic parkour. FORSPOKEN is releasing on Steam, Windows, and PlayStation May 5th, 2022. Coming in next, Horizon Forbidden West. Alloy is officially back in a sequel to 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn, and this time we'll be journeying to the post-apocalyptic setting of San Francisco in America. The trailer, which debuted during Sony's Future of Gaming event, revealed Horizon Forbidden West will be coming to the PS5 and showed off gorgeous, vibrant landscapes, new big machines creatures, and, most interestingly of all, underwater sequences. The map will be larger than in the previous game, filled with secrets that lie beneath ruins from the world of the old ones. The game will also feature enhanced melee combat, revamped climbing mechanics, and improved traversal options. We'll no doubt have more mysteries to unravel as we return to Guerrilla Games' unique world when it does eventually release on the next-gen console. Next, Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. The long-awaited, post-apocalyptic, open-world first-person shooter. If we have to pick only one game for most atmospheric, post-apocalyptic adventure in the last few decades, the Stalker series will be one of the top choices. In this title, you once again discover the vast Chernobyl exclusion zone, full of dangerous enemies, deadly anomalies, and powerful artifacts. You can make choices to set your own story as you make your way to the heart of Chernobyl. But do remember to make your choices wisely, as they will determine your fate in the end. The Stalker 2 world is its highlight. It's set in the outskirts of an alternate world Chernobyl, in a world full of radiation and mutants, but far from the wacky and weird world of the Fallout games. Stalker focuses more on simulation-style shooting and survival as you hunt for treasure and mysteries of the post-nuclear war. Stalker 2 is set to be released on Steam, Windows, and Xbox sometime in 2022. Up next, Dying Light 2: Stay Human. It's a zombies-infested open-world game with lots of parkour in it. Techland's Dying Light 2: Stay Human refines the original game's first-person parkour action gameplay with a focus on swiftness and skill. Once again, you play a hardy protagonist who must leap across rooftops, trying to avoid direct engagements with zombies. The world of Dying Light is where the virus won and civilization has fallen back to the Dark Ages. The city, one of the last human settlements, is on the brink of collapse. As protagonist, you use your agility and combat skills to survive and reshape the world. Your choices matter in deciding the outcomes of many events and overall story. The game's city-based location is built in such a way that higher elevations are less dangerous than lower floors. Dying Light 2: Stay Human will finally arrive in February 2022 on Steam, Windows, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Next, Stray, a new cat-style adventure. Yeah, you heard me right. You play as a cat in a cyberpunk-themed world. From the trailers and gameplay, the game is like nothing we have ever seen. You start as lost, alone, and separated from family. A stray cat must untangle an ancient mystery to escape a long-forgotten cyber city and find a way back to home. A cyberpunk story of a different sort. Stray stars a stray kitty who roams neon-lit city streets, uncovering the mysteries of a world inhabited by droids and deadly creatures on their journey home. Players will be stealthy, nimble, silly, and sometimes as annoying as possible. Publisher Annapurna Interactive says as they interact with the Cyber City's inhuman inhabitants. Stray comes to Steam on Windows and PlayStation 5 in 2022. Honestly, after seeing the fate of Cyberpunk 2077, this is a far better choice for Cyberpunk-themed fans. Next, Starfield. It's a single-player RPG with big open world set in a sci-fi space adventure. Starfield is the first new universe in 25 years from Bethesda Game Studios, the creator of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series. In this next-generation role-playing game set amongst the stars, players embark on a journey to answer humanity's greatest mystery. What that mystery is? Well, we don't know either. We need to wait for the game to release for that, or if someone leaks it. Think of it like Skyrim in space, says director Todd Howard, where you'll get in a ship, explore the galaxy, and do fun stuff. Howard also adds that Starfield is about hope, our shared humanity, and searching for the answers to life's greatest mystery. Starfield will be released November 11th, 2022 for Steam, Windows PC, and Xbox, where it will be available on Game Pass. Next, Arc Raiders. It's a free-to-play online cooperative action shooter that offers an intense struggle in every session. Its visuals look stunning in gameplay with a retro-futuristic sci-fi aesthetic that shows promise in 2022. Also, it's the first game from Embark Studios, founded by former senior Battlefield developers. Arc Raiders is going to be a free-to-play third-person shooter. Playing as one of the Raiders, a rogue group of resistance fighters, you play together with your squad, defend your home, and resist the onslaught of Arc, a ruthless mechanized threat descending from space. Kind of an alien race, with the help of a patchwork early warning system, you fight to protect our home against enemies dropping from orbit. You also need to scavenge the ruins of the past to find some cool gadgets and tools to outsmart the enemy. Arc Raiders will launch on Steam, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Last game on this list, God of War: Ragnarok. The Ragnarok almost broke the internet with its latest trailer, showing Kratos and a much bigger Atreus facing family strife as they take on Freya, Thor, and the impending Ragnarok. Eric Williams has taken over directing duties from Cory Barlog, and the story will see father and son travel to new realms like Vanaheim, Svartalfheim, and Asgard and meet new characters like Angerboda and Odin. Serving as the finale to the Norse era of the series, the game will cover Ragnarok, a series of events that bring about the end of days and depicts the deaths of the Norse gods, which was foretold to happen in the previous game after Kratos killed the god Baldur. There is not much information about gameplay changes, but even if it's the same as the last God of War games, it will be intense and epic. Only reason we kept this as the last, because the release date is not confirmed, and this could really be pushed to 2023. And you guys already know why. And that wraps up our list of best upcoming games of 2022. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to us to see more videos like this in the future. See you next time.